Well, it's time to catch up with Susan Mesecher at the Clinton Public Library. I haven't had Susie in studio for a while. Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
We got a lot to talk about. You said you had a big meeting on November 4th. Tell us all about that.
Yeah, we had our first advisory task force meeting, which was a public meeting talking about the future of the library. And I believe we had about 30 people attend. We're hoping for a little bit more on this next meeting coming up. We're hoping for at least 50 people to show up to talk about the future of the library and what we want to see revamping our building or building next door. We really want to hear from the public about what they want to see in their public library's future.
When will that next meeting be, and what time and where?
Yes, November 11th, which is actually a holiday at the library. So Thursday at 6 p.m. So you can come into the library. We'll have staff opening the doors so people can come in and come down to our lower level meeting room, which is I call a triple duty space, which hosts the Friends bookstore, our maker space, and it's our only meeting space.
Okay, now you would say the task force kind of put things together and you had the first meeting. So how did this all come about, Susie?
So we are on the midst of our new strategic plan. For accreditation, we have to have an updated strategic plan. And so we started from scratch and looked at what things we need to do for our future in this community. And one of those goals was to start a conceptual plan with the approval of the library board. I think it's not... I think it's something that people have been having on their mind, accessibility to our building. If our elevator is out, people do not have access that have mobility issues going up our giant stairs. We love our historical building. We love being where we are, but I think we need to also address some of those accessibility issues getting into the building, and then even just navigating around the stacks is difficult for people. So we had, not just someone in a wheelchair trying to go down the adult stacks, but we had a mom with her stroller and having to back out of the aisle because she couldn't go down and around, because that's our issues that we're facing in our current building.
So what were some of the things that were brought up that were talked about at that first meeting?
Yeah, so we talked about complete renovation of our current building, or building next to the library where we are now, and revitalizing the current building, the Carnegie, with other things, other ideas for that space, or doing an addition. So renovating the Carnegie and then also doing an addition to the Carnegie. So.
And again, the only way you could move would be to the west, but you do have some property to the west.
Yeah, the city does own all the way to where Scooter's Coffee is now being constructed. So we do have some space for that.
Okay. So what do you think might come from this second meeting? What are you hoping people bring up?
We're hoping that more people representing all different parts of our community show up and voice their opinion on the future. We do have building issues where we have to continue to maintain the building, and it's costing the city a lot of money. Efficiency wise, we're not the most efficient building in the city, so we're hoping people can come up with some really good ideas for our future. And the exciting thing is on the 22nd, which I hope everyone also shows up anytime during 8:30 to 5:30. We're going to have a conceptual planning spark session. So we're hoping people show up on the 22nd too and drop in with our architects. They'll have several architects come in and draw your ideas. So we're hoping also the media shows up and helps cover that all-day event.
I'll say something to Dave before you leave then. Because, yeah, we're not going to have you in until the 23rd, so that'll be
actually, I think we're coming back next week.
Oh, are you going to?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We're going to be back trying to promote this as much as possible.
Well, that'll be a great idea. Now, as you were saying, you like the location where it is, but if it were to be at a different location, were some of those ideas brought up?
Yes, and they didn't have specifics on where. I think there's some ideas of any existing buildings that could be, rehabbed, that I know has been brought up, and other places that the city may own property in. So just exploring all those, and FEH Design is who's putting on this design workshop for us, and so they will come up with whatever people say. They will draw that up, or they will investigate if that's a possibility and how much the costs would be.
I would imagine a lot of the people who do go to the library probably are in the downtown area. So I would imagine a lot of folks would like to see it stay downtown.
Yes, and we also have the Lions Branch Library, which, that we're also asking for input on that. So, I think, most of the historical stuff, if it moved back to the Carnegie building and we made that a branch again, I think that's another option that people have talked about. So there's all these opportunities. We do have people that drive quite a ways to Lions just to do research from all over the U.S. So that's always exciting. But I feel like it is walkable right now in the center of town, and people do obviously drive to get there too. But I think the main thing is being able to get in the building and navigate inside the building.
Yeah, and visiting with Susan Mesecher. This time's flying by. We got a couple more minutes here with you. Again, the meeting is going to be where, and can people go online or stop by the library to find out more information?
Yes. So it's going to be at 306 8th Avenue South in our Carnegie Library, our lower level basement meeting room. And it's going to be Thursday, November 11th, which, yes, the library is closed, but we will open our doors at 5:30. It starts at 6, so we'll let people in. And it's also going to be via Zoom, and the link is on our website, and it's also on our Facebook page, IACPL.
So what else is going on at the library?
Well, we're having a choose your own writing challenge for teens, grades 9 to 12. So it's going to be online starting Saturday, November 13th from 12 to 1:30. And then it'll go 5 days, a writing event. And they're going to use what the teens use. It's called Discord. So one of our wonderful staff members is going to be heading that up coming this Saturday.
So what are you reading?
Oh, goodness. I knew you were going to ask me that. So the Big Library Read. Bridges is one of the things we have for online reading, and they have a Big Library Read, and it's called 5 Total Strangers, and I can't see what it's by. Oh, Natalie D. Richards, and it's a thriller. So she's stranded in the Pennsylvania mountains in a blizzard, and she has to make the journey with 5 complete strangers, and one of those strangers doesn't want her to make it at all.
Oh my goodness, cliffhanger.
Yes.
Tell us how it ends next week.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Don't want to ruin it right now. So again, you're going to be in next Tuesday.
Yes.
So we'll see you then. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Check the weather now, presented by the Clinton Midas.
We'll see cloudy start to our Tuesday, but I do expect